Hello and welcome back to Dishonored Part 21, and in this part I am going to fail to make a simple platforming challenge.
But it's going to show off this particular area, which you can, sneak around in and attempt to get to Sokolov's house that way.
There's always an alternate path except the end of the game, which throws that out the window and says, no, you must do very specific things from now on. No trespassing.
No trespassing. Well,
Read
too
the
bad.
sign.
We are a teleporty raven, dude.
Wait, who is that? No, no, please.
No,
Not my
Sokolov
wine.
has been sniped.
Not my wine cellar. Where will I keep my casks? Don't mind me, gentlemen. That those art exhibits are mighty distracting, aren't they? Kind of makes you wish that nobody would sneak around and make you look like an ass. Did I have trouble with the maids?
Aren't we gonna go talk to the hot missus?
No, do not talk to the hot missus. She is your worst enemy.
Well, then shouldn't we attempt to knock them unconscious?
Careful. Get into a blind spot. Because now Maid is uncertain about her safety.
So why don't we knock them unconscious?
I mean, we could. One thing, it doesn't seem to be necessary right now. Here's my goal, is to go through that electrical field first. And I do also distinctly remember getting stuck on this particular maid right here, hence I saved. And I decide, fuck it, I'm not gonna go after that. It takes, I tell you, there is a distinct penalty for fucking up these stealth things. I mean, it's cool to have a game that depends on Bethesda's very good save system and pretty much all their games that I've played. Oblivion, Skyrim, Dishonored. But you still have to reload the map every time you fuck up. That is, if you want to reload the map.
I noticed that you're coming into the variable state of information that I'm having issues with in StarCraft at the moment.
And what is the variable state of information in StarCraft?
Attack ranges, attack and sight ranges specifically for specific units seems to be wildly inconsistent for Brood War, and it's not supposed to be that way. They're supposed to be locked in numbers, but they quite frequently end up, just not being that.
It's got to be consistent, because for God's sake, it's knowing the boundaries that pretty much every player develops a strategy in the first place. Is what are the constraints? What can I not do?
Why is this siege tank suddenly able to fire at me when 20 seconds ago it couldn't?
Doesn't make any sense.
Usually the answer to that question is because of the science vessel that's flying overhead that I can't see, but,
Nah.
it doesn't ever feel like that because I don't get to see the science vessel,
Well, you gotta count that if a thing happens because of circumstances, that if you repeat the circumstances, that it will happen again.
And sometimes it just doesn't happen that way. I
Well,
mean,
that
it
is
usually happens
quite
that
dumb.
way, but sometimes it doesn't.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Garrett. It seems that
Like, for
StarCraft
example,
has failed.
this happens a lot in RTS games, but if you send a particular force of units into another force of units, a majority of the time the outcome will be the same without micromanaging. However, there are specific cases where a 12-on-12 encounter will play out drastically differently depending on when you give the attack move commands and how pathing fucks you over. Because, as I had mentioned before, StarCraft 1's pathing is fucking shit. Just like the absolute worst.
Well, that's probably the problem right there, is that the game is trying to resolve a very, so if it's a 12 on 12, I mean, a simple mathematician would say that battle could end 144 different ways.
Well, actually, it can only end about 3 different ways, but go on.
That games have come to appreciate the chaos element, and as even a repeated situation like load after load after load, you can get different results because the game is resolving the variables differently each time. I mean, hell, look at
nice as it is to have the corpse and unconscious mechanic work, it adds a shitload of backtracking and downtime to these stealth missions.
That's my fault.
It's one of the big reasons why I can't actually get into Hitman, honestly.
Yeah, because similar to this game, Hitman it's stealth, it's being a professional, so you can't get caught, you can't get charged and sent to court, get indicted. You gotta just be very cut and dry, if I may.
But I do actually like a majority of the stealth implementation in Hitman. It's just that taking care of corpses and bodies, that is always a huge pain in Hitman. And honestly, it looks to be about the same level of pain in Dishonored.
Pretty much, yeah, because it has to play out like realistically. It's not like Resident Evil 4 when you kill the Ganados, they just liquefy for some reason. Or even in the Dark Souls games where the enemies turn into woobly men when you kill them.
So, if you were to blink over to that alarm, and could you disable it from here?
Well, what alarm? I appear to be a bit distracted looting right now.
There was a standing alarm just outside this balcony that we're next to, and I'm wondering if you get to it first, if you can disable it before other forces show up to push you off of it.
I'm trying to remember if this game does the Ratchet and Clank thing, where as long as you destroy all the enemies who are capable of reaching the alarm, that the alarm is effectively disabled.
Perch on the guardrail.
Bones in the pylons, blood beneath the stone locks, and I building a structure.
Who is talking?
Yeah, but that goes for most structures in the game.
Somebody forgot to close the lid.
As for who's talking, it's the spirit of the heart. The heart is actually possessed by a spirit of some sort. I don't think that we get explained on who she is until, unless you actually look in the description of specific things that are not the heart.
Hemlock. Pick.
That's just 20 coins. Honestly, given the stealth focus that we've been going for, you would think that we'd be actually able to use the hemlock essence as a poison. Ooh.
100 coins. Interesting. Now we can buy freaking.
To loot a Volt for $100.
That guy won't be needing it anymore. As I recall, 120 gold, like what we just got over the past couple items we collected, is enough to buy about 4 sleep darts.
Checking out.
Those rats are getting bigger. I'm going to find you. I'm going to kill you. Come on, take the plunge. What are you waiting for? What's the worst that could happen? They're all down with the sickness.
I'm tempted to go into that cloud, but this is so disinteresting that I don't think it warrants it.
Come on, just shoot him. You got 10 sleep darts. Shoot the guy. Save your time. and your patience.
Nah. Dealing a stealth takedown is significantly more efficient than using a sleep dart.
I'll give you efficiency. Can't say efficiency without fish. Aha! You're going into the drink! Maybe.
Oh, don't throw him into the water processing plant. His body... Oh, okay, you're just throwing him over on the catwalk. Alright.
Alright, so that's the unconscious man's catwalk. Just so we're clear. Now, newly established by Cloud. What I don't realize is that those guys around there are not actually...
Why do we call those areas catwalks, Cloud?
How did it pass me by? All the others down with the sickness.
Well, probably back in the good old days of, you know, 1800s to early 1900s, burlesque theater, when you got a catty lady with a long nylon leg and stockings walking up and down there trying to impress all the men folks, singing songs and whatnot. That's where she needed to walk. It's a walk for cats. These are not your enemies, foolish person. You do not have to sneak around them.
So just let them out by removing the whale oil battery.
You are free. You are free, my
I
friends.
don't know who you are or why you did this for me, but listen. Nearby, there's a partially collapsed building. Up on what used to be the 3rd floor, you'll see a painting. I used to work there. Behind the painting, there's a safe, and the code is 294.
Sweet.
Why did she give us a robbery clue?
Because we saved her?
I mean, released, sure, but saved?
Oh, you gotta be...
It's not like the constable is outright murdering all of the plague-infected persons.
Well, if I had killed the guards that were watching over these two, and then nobody maybe came to check on what happened, they might have been fucked.
Maybe.
Every creature needs to eat.
That's only partially true. I mean, plants do not technically eat.
Combination required. Do you have the numbers?
2, 9.
God damn it, I gotta hit it 8 times.
What was the last one, Cloud?
4. Yay. Money. Sweet, precious money. Not too shabby. Now I can buy 6 sleeping darts with that. That's basically all you're going to be using your money. When you're doing stealth, you're buying sleeping darts and you're buying, like, boot upgrades. That's it. You do not need to spend your money on anything else in this game.
Right.
It is nice to know that it's nice to know that the 3 amigos are still lying prone, for one thing. Also good to know that the game will give you quick rewards for doing little extras, like helping people.
But this is you attempting to go and get that room since you're 3 of 5 for this mission.
I'm gonna get that bone charm and then probably call it a day, because that bone charm looks way more accessible than the rune I saw to the left.
But it's not though. You still have to teleport around the edges of the map.
But it actually looks like there's a path over here. You can see ledges. You can see where the floors are connecting to each other because there's a hole in between them. That rune, by comparison, was blocked by a wall, an impassable obstacle. Did I do it? Okay,
yes, you did.
Where the goods, where the stuff? It's on the floor above me. God damn it! I gotta go upstairs. Coast is clear. Fuck. The coast is not clear.
Right,
the coast is very
episode,
much.
We will continue on attempting to abduct Sokolov.
Yes, and hopefully getting the bone charm that I'm really freaking close to now.